my name is Shaaanelle with the 3 A's here on YouTube, 1A in real life, and welcome back to my channel. Tonight for dinner we are making sopes. Okay, so you can buy sopes already pre-made. By the way, hold on. A sope is pretty much the same thing as a tostada except for the base is different. So instead of a crispy tortilla shell or just a crispy shell at the bottom, you're gonna have something thicker that looks kind of like this with the sides of it pinched up to hold the food a little bit better. So I have some that are pre-made that I got from the store already. Wow, I just remembered I don't have my sour cream. How can I make the sopes with no sour cream? I'm gonna have to run and go get some from the store someplace. But anyway, back to the sopes. So you can buy them pre-made, like I buy them pre-made sometimes from, well, most times from the store, because I cannot make these. I don't like making these by myself. They burn my fingers, but I'm gonna have to do it today because I only have 4. I thought I had more, but I only have 4. So what I have in my bowl so far is just this masa harina, which is like corn flour. I have a cup of it in here already. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. A little bit of salt to it. Just a little bit. And then I'm also gonna add a little bit of lime. So I have a lime here, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of the juice. Oh, this lime looks bad. It's okay. I'm gonna add a little bit of the lime juice, not too much. Just a little. Okay. To this, I'm gonna add some water. And I'm gonna start stirring it up. So I have 3/4 cup of water here, and I'm probably not gonna use all of it. But I'm just gonna add it in little by little until I get a dough. Now I'm gonna start using my hands. I don't like to use my hands because I have nails on and everything gets underneath my nails, and I hate that. But I did wash my hands and nails thoroughly before I started cooking, but still. So, and it's not a bad texture. I'm gonna add a little bit of water, just a little bit. So maybe like, not even a tablespoon of water. I just wanted to add a little bit more to the dough. So now I have my dough. I'm gonna get little balls, like meatball sized balls. Whoa. Kind of like meatball size, like this. And there I have 5 masa balls. So I have a plate. And I have some saran wrap, some clear plastic wrap. I'm gonna put my masa ball down, cover like this, and smush it. I don't need it to be too thin. This is a good kind of thickness right here. It's not thin and it's not too thick. Now I'm gonna cook these and then mold them. So let me move my seasonings out the way. Okay, so I have this little comal right here. I'm gonna turn it on. I don't want it too hot because then it'll burn. So I'm put it on like medium to medium lowish. That way I can keep an eye on it to make sure that it doesn't burn. And these heat up really fast, by the way. Almost like a cast iron skillet, like it gets hot really fast. So I'm gonna take one and put it on. I'm gonna grab another. Put that one on. I'm gonna let them cook for a little bit. And then after it cooks for a little bit on one side, we'll flip it over. I can probably put a third on here. Yeah. Okay, so they got brown a little bit on one side and they unstuck from the comal, which tells me that they're ready to be flipped. And I'm gonna wait for the other side to cook just the same. And then, see how it's like still sticking? That means it's not ready yet. And then once it like willingly comes up, then it's ready. And then while they're still pretty warm, you wanna pinch up the edges, which burns, but you just do it anyway. Okay, and then we have some sopes. Okay, so the type of meat that I'm gonna use, I have some beef round tip steak, Milanese, whatever. Top round, however they call it. You just want some thin steak. So I got some oil for my meat, and then I'm gonna put some oil in this small one to fry the sopes. And then I'm gonna put a little oil at the back for the refried beans. To season my meat, I'm gonna use some adobo, cumin, garlic powder, some salt, just a little bit of salt. A little bit of chili powder, not too much, just a sprinkle. And then some onion powder. And I'm gonna let this cook up. And then I'm gonna put my beans in the back, in my pot in the back, so that they can heat up. I already threw some of the extra salt from the meat into the pot with the beans, but I'm gonna go ahead and add just a tiny bit of onion powder and garlic powder. Okay, now I'm gonna turn on the burner that has the oil in it so that it can heat up so that I can fry the sopes. So my meat is pretty much done. I went ahead and added a little tiny bit of water and let it cook down. But I'm gonna turn it off now because it's pretty much done. My beans are also heated through. Now I'm gonna start adding these sopes to this piping ass grease. Because clearly the grease is ready. So and you pretty much just let it cook until it gets to like kind of a crispy consistency. So I'm gonna cook these 4 that I made. I did make 5, but one of them got messed up. Then I'm gonna cook the 4 store-bought ones, and yeah. Okay, so to put these together, you're gonna start with some sour cream or some crema. After the sour cream, you're gonna add your beans. Next is your meat. Then you're gonna add your cheese, queso fresco. Now, you could stop here. For Caleb's, I'm gonna stop here. You could definitely stop here and just put some sauce on top, or some salsa on top, some hot salsa on top, and you know, tear him up. So that's where I'm gonna leave his. But you could throw some lettuce on there. You could use like some taco type pico de gallo. So I made this for nachos. It's cilantro, lettuce, and tomato. And a little bit of jalapeno. So you could throw that on there. And then I have some pickled onions that I made. You could also throw these on top. Pickled onions are really good on stuff like this. They're really good on like fish tacos, shrimp tacos. Pickled onions are pretty good. If you need a quick recipe, you can find one online. I think I use like Bobby Flay's recipe or something for pickled onions, but they're so easy to make. All you need is like a little bit of apple cider vinegar or red wine vinegar. You could probably just use plain vinegar. They're super easy to make. And that is it. We have some easy sopes, easy to make, looking real good. Thank you guys for cooking with me once again. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one.